So today I want to show you this. I've been planning on making this video for a while, but I really didn't get to it. I feared that this is going to be like I'm only going to show one tower in the video, but I feared that this is going to turn into like a 20-30 minute video, and then I wouldn't have much time to do what I want before bedtime, and then school and all that crap. But today it's right now it's like 5:34 in my area, and you know I have enough time to do what I want after this. So I just say screw it. Let's just make the video now. And my God, is that this street light's drunk? I mean, no, I meant to say traffic light, not street light. The traffic light's drunk. So today we're going to be looking at the main St. Louis Longlines Tower. Feast your eyes on the only concrete Longlines tower I know of in Missouri. There it is. This is the only one I know of in Missouri right now. Sadly, hopefully A.J. Jackson knows more in Missouri. I'm curious to see if there's more than one in Missouri. I hope this is not the only one, because it now has a... Well, I don't want to spoil it yet. So when it comes to looks, this one is more on the fancy side, if you can say it. If you can call this fancy. It's more of a more stylish than the average concrete Longlines tower. Usually, what is that? Kind of look like a giant horn on a concrete Longlines tower. It's kind of weird. But usually concrete Longline towers are just concrete towers with horns on them, and sometimes red and white little towers on top as well, with horns on the side and stuff here and there. This one here, I lost it. I'm getting deja vu. Like, did I make this video already? Crap, guys, I actually did lose it. Come on, people. I hate it when you lose a tower when you're trying to make a video of it. Like, where is it at? Well, hello there. Okay, I found it. It was being blocked by that big fancy glass building. So, as you can see, it doesn't look like the average concrete Longlines tower. It's more fancy-ish, more modern-ish, I guess you can say. It's looks more like something you would see from like an 80s movie. Like, this is something you would see in New York in the 80s. Weird enough to say, but it's true, So there it is. All right, guys, we're going to add that time. Boom, 3:24. Yeah, best timestamp of the video. This stands on a building, so I'm kind of surprised that it's still around today. You know how AT&T is. Thanks to FAA with their building value going up stuff because there's towers on your building is causing AT&T to kill off every single one of their towers on their buildings. So yeah, I think that's FAA's doing. I'm pretty sure. I think. So yeah, we won't be able to see these for long. I hope I get to film this next St. Louis arc. I know it's not too close to the area where me and my family usually go to when we go to St. Louis. Oh man, are you kidding me? Oh my God, it's far away from where we usually go. When we go to St. Louis, we're usually like around this area of St. Louis, like this area of the St. Louis area, We're not like in the downtown part of St. Louis. Though we were pretty close, I have to say, the last St. Louis arc. So I'm going to try to talk my parents into driving down here to film this tower. I did it once with the tall red and white tower in the second St. Louis arc. I can do it again. Oh, I can do it again. Because this is the only concrete long lines tower I know of in Missouri. So this is a very special tower. So now let's get into beacons. So obviously I would imagine this tower's first beacon being old school incandescent. Maybe both an old school incandescent and a KG225. Maybe it had that beacon set up. I think it would be cool if it had the KG225 and KG114 as its first beacons. So its first beacon or first beacons maybe it's a mystery. Maybe I can find an old picture of this tower later after I upload the video and stuff and find out what beacon it had, if I can see, if the picture quality is high enough, if I can just find a little picture from a long time ago of this tower, I can see what its old beacon was. So yeah, after all that and stuff, its next beacon was an FH308. So yeah, like on old Street View, you can see it's FH308. It used to be on that tall black rod. So yeah, that's where it used to be. Here's a little story. This is how I first saw the tower, I think. So me, my dad, and some friends went to St. Louis for like 2-3 nights, 3 days, to go to a 49ers game. 49ers came down to St. Louis to play the Rams, because the Rams used to be in St. Louis, but not anymore. So we went down there when we had the chance. My dad really wanted to see them. The funny thing is, me and my dad were 49ers fans, and his friend and his son were Rams fans. So it was like just 4 of us, and half of like one half is 49ers, the other half is Rams. So yeah, like Rams, they're not the best team. Like me and my dad don't like them, but they're, I like to say they're the arch nemesis of 49ers. So yeah, we went down there back in 2014. I remember during lunch, before maybe dinner. I think it was actually, it was dinner. But during dinner, all 4 of us went down to this bar, and I remember I was devouring an entire box of Papa John's pizza at this random bar. And when we were getting on the bus to go to a game, I remember seeing this building with an FH308. At first I was just like, that's probably just some beacon only for that building, that specific building. So it's probably not like your average normal beacon. That's what I first thought when I seen it. But it was getting dark, and I kept on staring at it, and we were waiting for the bus, and then all of a sudden it went to night mode on me. And I was just like, oh crap, that's a legit beacon. I didn't know that. Like, for some reason I didn't know that. Kind of weird, So yeah, like I think that tower might have been this, or that building might have been this concrete long lines tower. I bet it is. Like, I remember it being on a building. And this tower here, it has an it used to have an FH308. And then there's another building somewhere around here, close by, that also has an LED. It also has a beacon, has an LED. But I'm not sure what beacon it had before. I looked at old Street View and it also looked like it had an FH308. So either this or that other building could. Though I think I remember the AT&T logo, maybe, I think. Like the AT&T logo was definitely there. So yeah, I think this might be the one. So yeah, like I seen this at day and night. Its day mode's average. It's the average FH308 day mode. Its night mode, it had the slow flash night mode. I forgot how many FPS that is. I'm not sure, but I call it the slow flash night mode. So yeah, hopefully you guys know what the slow flash FH308 night mode is. It's kind of like the FG2000 on night mode. Well, at least it's normal night mode, not its other two night modes, So yeah, that's what it had. But sadly, I found this out a long time ago on Google Maps when I seen this when I seen this again for the first time in a long time. It now has an LED, sadly. So yeah, like and it has an LED now, and I think there's a street view where you're able to see it flash. Okay, that one's not it. It was this one, I think. It's with the wonky traffic light. Where's that? Alright, this is it. Yeah, there it is. It's flashing. You can see it. So, yeah, like, that's an LED. I'm not sure if it's white and red, but knowing knowing longline towers, like, if, like, other towers, if they had, if they had single strobes that only shine white, there's no telling if they're going to get white only LEDs or white and red LEDs. It's just random. Like, tower owners really don't care, like some of them get white only LEDs, some others just like to get white and red LEDs. But with AT&T longline towers, they always get white. Most of them get white only LEDs when they get LEDs. For some reason, I think it's because they're small. Like AT&T, longline towers in general, they're all kind of small, and I'm pretty sure small towers are usually the towers that get white only beacons. I'm pretty sure. I think so. Yeah, like they always get white only beacons most of the time, but most of the time they do, but not always. I don't know why I keep on saying always. I'm pretty sure I've seen some here and there get white and red LEDs after their FH308s are replaced, or whatever single strobe they have. So yeah, I believe this one might have a white only LED. Not sure what night mode it has. I have a feeling it has the quick flash night mode, which is basically your average LED day mode but dimmer. Like just like the first Lowe's tower, that it's white only LED, flashes like a normal LED at day, and then at night it's the same but dimmer. So yeah, I think that's what this tower has. But hopefully it has a slow flash night mode. That's what I'm hoping. Just hoping it has a slow flash night mode. If not, hopefully it has like a medium flash night mode like the white only Horizon LEDs have. So yeah. And here's a fun fact. For some reason, you know how longline towers in the 2000s they would always have FH308s. Like they got FH308s. Like almost all of them got FH308s. Now that we're in the LED takeover, the longline towers they get their FH308s replaced with Horizon LEDs. I don't know why Horizon and not any other brand. Like it's mostly Horizon. At least it's not Flash Technology. Flash Technology LEDs are too common. So yeah, like I can Well, I'll find a video. I'll try to find a video of this area at night so we can see the tower. During the Florida arc, when I went through St. Louis in very, very early in the morning when it was still dark, I don't remember seeing some stray white only beacon anywhere. I don't remember seeing a beacon on this tower flashing. So maybe it wasn't working. I think maybe, I don't know. If I get to film this, this is going to be my second. This is going to be the second concrete long lines tower I would ever film on the big LT, which is nice. All right, so let me show you where the horns used to be at. I passed it. There it is. You see the holes where the horns were? So yeah, that's where the horns were. You got like four, though the fourth one is not on the fourth side of the tower. It's right next to the third spot, it's right next to the third hole. It's kind of weird. At least I don't have OCD, so it doesn't bother me. Usually usually concrete and long-line towers usually have old school incandescents. They usually keep their old school incandescents because they're too small to have. They're too small to have beacons. So instead of giving them FH08s, they would just keep their incandescents because they don't need beacons. They shut off the incandescents. They just leave them up there to rot. So yeah, but it's not with this case. This one got an FH08, and there's like two types of AT&T long line towers I know of. So you got these. These are the traditional concrete long line towers. These are the ones that have dead incandescents. They look tall, but of course they're not tall enough to have incandescent. Well, they're not tall enough to have beacons, sadly. So seeing one of these with strobes is very, very rare. I only know of one. It was in Springfield, Illinois, however you pronounce that state's name. But it was in Springfield, not Springfield, Missouri, but the state next to the state you cross into when you pass St. Louis. I really can't pronounce that name. But yeah, that one had a KG225. That was the only one I know of that had a strobe, which yeah, that was awesome. But now back in 2011, it was demolished. There's even a video of it too. So there goes that. So yeah, now I don't really know any concrete. I don't know any one of these types of concrete longline towers that have strobes. They all have dead incandescents. I forgot to mention, guys, but I know that this concrete longlines tower. I forgot all about this one, but I remember I showed this to H.A. Jackson, and I said, "Hey, look, it has an incandescent. Look at where the incandescent's placed. If it was abandoned, if it was shut off, it wouldn't be placed on that ham radio antenna, because it'll just be either removed or left at its spot. It wouldn't be placed on the antenna, so it must mean that this incandescent's working, which is very rare." He said that the incandescent was replaced by an FH324 though, yeah, he knows who owns this concrete longlines tower. It's basically a ham radio tower now, and a microwave tower too. But he said that it has an FH324 now. But I couldn't find Street View of its FH324. Even new Street View, I couldn't see it. So if maybe it's somewhere else on a tower where I can't see it. I'm not sure. And then you got ones like this, which now that I'm looking at it, it's probably not a concrete longlines tower, but this is I'm just going to use this as an example anyways, but this is the fancier type of longlines tower. They're usually the ones that don't look like normal concrete longline towers. They have more weird designs and all that stuff. So yeah, this one here is one of those fancier ones. Though only the top is really different. The the body is actually the tower itself. It kind of looks normal, you know. So yeah, but I like how there's this giant square around it with the AT&T logo and stuff. So yeah, those are the two types of concrete outline towers I know of. I filmed one of these, like one of the weird looking ones. It was definitely a weird one. Sadly, I couldn't find a video of the tower at night. And if I found a video, well, if I would just show you guys, no, if I would just show you guys a video of downtown St. Louis, really, like, you wouldn't be able to see a tower. It's far away from downtown. Like, well, actually, it is in downtown, but around the outside, you know. But it's not close enough for you to see it that good, and you wouldn't know which is which, like if it's a different tower or if it's that tower. So yeah, yeah, there's that. So I'll film this one day. I'm going to tell you that. Probably going to be when I go down to downtown St. Louis, because I know that in one of the future St. Louis arcs, I am going to go to downtown St. Louis and spend a night down there. Though that's not going to happen until like a few months this year. So somewhere around the end of this year it will happen. But maybe, hopefully, I can still film it when, you know, before, you know. So yeah, like maybe next time we go to St. Louis. I can only hope.